1. Hook DevOps tools promise speed and efficiency, but what if I told you they can't fix bad engineering? Stick around to discover why tools can't replace solid practices, and how to build a resilient engineering culture instead. 2. The real problem. Let's get straight to it. This thinking leads to a false sense of security. When engineers rely too heavily on tools, they overlook fundamental engineering principles. Poor communication, lack of collaboration, and inadequate testing can't be resolved with a shiny new tool. If the foundation is weak, the entire structure will collapse, regardless of the tools you use. 3. The simple explanation. Think of it like this. You can have the best kitchen gadgets, but if you don't know how to cook, you'll still end up with a burnt meal. The same goes for DevOps. Tools streamline processes, but they can't replace knowledge, skills, and teamwork. DevOps is about culture, collaboration, and continuous improvement, not just automation. Tools should support these principles, not act as a crutch. Let's dig deeper into how you can create a solid engineering foundation. 4. Real-world example. Consider a startup I worked with, TechFlow. They were excited about launching their new app. They adopted every DevOps tool they could find, believing it would speed up their development cycle. They went from a couple of deployments a week to daily releases. However, the engineering practices were lacking. They had a team of 5 engineers, but they rarely communicated. Code reviews were rushed, and testing was minimal. Within a month, they faced critical issues. Their app crashed during peak usage, which was 500 concurrent users. The downtime lasted over 3 hours, costing them an estimated $15,000 in lost revenue. The incident revealed a lack of proper load testing. They were overwhelmed by their own tools, which had only exacerbated their existing problems. 5. What to do instead. Here's a practical framework to create a solid engineering environment that leverages DevOps tools effectively. Step 1. Assess your current practices. Conduct a team survey. Ask about communication, testing, and deployment processes. Identify pain points. Focus on bottlenecks in your workflow. Step 2. Establish clear communication channels, daily stand-ups. Keep them short, around 15 minutes. Use collaboration tools. Tools like Slack or Microsoft Teams can facilitate better communication. Step 3. Implement code reviews. Set clear guidelines. Every pull request should require at least 1 review. Allocate time for reviews. Aim for a turnaround within 24 hours. Step 4. Prioritize testing. Automate testing where possible. Use tools like Selenium for UI testing and Just for unit tests. Establish a testing threshold. Aim for at least 80% code coverage before deployment. Step 5. Monitor and adapt. Use monitoring tools. Tools like New Relic can help track performance. Review metrics regularly. Weekly or bi-weekly check-ins can help adjust practices based on data. 6. Common mistakes. Let's talk about 5 common mistakes teams make and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Over-reliance on tools. Fix. Focus on team practices. Tools should enhance, not replace, your workflow. Mistake 2. Ignoring communication. Fix. Institute regular check-ins. Use tools that promote dialogue, not just notifications. Mistake 3. Skipping testing. Fix. Make testing non-negotiable. Emphasize quality over speed. Mistake 4. Lack of documentation. Fix. Encourage documentation as part of the process. A shared knowledge base can prevent repeated mistakes. Mistake 5. Neglecting feedback. Fix. Create a culture where feedback is valued. Use retrospective meetings to gather insights and improve. 7. Quick checklist. Here's a quick checklist to ensure you're on the right path. Assess your current engineering practices. Establish effective communication channels. Implement and enforce code reviews. Automate testing and set coverage goals. Monitor your application's performance regularly. 8. Summary plus CTA and summary. Tools alone won't fix underlying engineering problems. Focus on improving communication, collaboration, and testing. Remember, a strong engineering culture is the backbone of successful DevOps implementation. If you found this video helpful, please comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical insights into the world of tech and engineering. Bonus practical tip: if you're unsure what to pick, start with the simplest option that ships today. Then measure for 7 days, latency, errors, deploy time, and cost. Only upgrade when metrics force the decision, not fear. Quick recap: keep it simple, avoid over-engineering, and build the smallest thing that works. If you want a real demo or checklist, comment demo. Subscribe for practical AWS, DevOps, Docker, and Kubernetes lessons.